that like, subscribe, and play.
Ring that bell. Eat that chicken.
Follow that
attack.
short.
Follow that channel. I don't fucking know. Anyway, did you hit record?
He hasn't hit
Yeah,
record
you did.
yet.
I have.
Oh, okay.
He's a
Okay,
liar.
good. What's
yeah.
goody gang? It's your boy George 2D back at it again at an infinite nonsense. I'm joined with your boy Rabbit Hat Plays and your boy Somebunny. We're gonna be talking about some random stuff today. Chill day. You know, I'm not gonna have any topics because fuck you, Rabbit. Anyway, my day and my week have been great. Yeah, I've just been a really good week. Got my oil changed. 4th of July coming up. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun. Got a lot of festivities playing with the family. Chrissy's gonna fish for the first time in her life. She's probably gonna take a hook in her thumb or something. I don't know. It'll be funny to see. Anyway, Rabbit, what has your week been like? How have you been?
You got me with the hook in the thumb. Like, all right,
Hook you,
my
boy.
week. So it's official at the very least. I am set up to go for the October event of Twitch.
TwitchCon. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you, man, for using my link, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Motherfucker could have used mine and actually allowed me to come.
Wait, you had one? You had one?
Bad friend. Bad friend of Rabbit. Hashtag start that on Twitter or X.
I mean,
whatever.
I didn't send it anywhere.
Oh, well.
Hashtag cancel Rabbit.
I mean, you didn't either, George. Come on.
I mean, yeah, because I wanted to use my link. Wait.
Coward.
No, but that's awesome, Rabbit. Yeah, those watching, for the off chance you guys are going to TwitchCon and you want to meet us, me and Rabbit will be at TwitchCon this year in San Diego in October. I'm going to go Friday. I think we said Friday, right, Rabbit? Did you pick Friday?
Yeah, well, I picked all 3 days as a just in case. So, yeah, it was $80 more for that ticket, but that way I'm flexible and I don't need to go to the other 2 days.
Yeah, I know Otter also got the 3-day pass too, so you can,
The 3-day pass is objectively the correct decision if you're going.
Well, because me and Christy are also going to do other stuff around San Diego.
I was going to say, in cases like yours where you're being a couple, there's a difference.
Yeah. No, but we were thinking about it too. We're thinking about getting the 3-1, but she wants to do other things around San Diego, so we just decided to pick a day.
I would also like to do other things around San Diego.
I would too. That's why I'm asking my friend in San Diego, like what recommendations there are around there, especially for like restaurants and such.
Absolutely. We at least got to do like a whole group dinner though with Otter, you, and Turtle, and everybody else.
Yeah,
that'd be so fun. Get some beers. Talk about life.
This is why I said I got the 3-day was just so that I am flexible. I don't exactly plan on going Saturday or Sunday. But if I want to, or if Ark wants to, we have the chance to.
Yeah.
That's really about it. The
Wait,
other
Ark's
stuff
going too?
You didn't hear that from me.
My baby boy.
There's also a higher than 0% chance that Mud goes.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Getting the group back together.
Yeah. Hi.
How you doing?
Hi. How are you?
I'm going fine. Well, I've also been a little burned out a smidgen because I have such a backlog of shorts to download that I'm going. I'm scared of the mountain of June shorts that I gotta download.
Man is doing too much work.
I am. On top of
he's voluntarily doing too much work and then bitching about it. Why is this our problem, Rabbit?
It's not your problem. It's just stuff that it's happening in my life. I mean, that is the happening. I am not important enough to be able to.
I'm glad you just stopped talking.
I'm just watching George light up with the cat noise.
Yeah,
I have my cat.
Fair. That was enjoyable.
It really was.
Get her to say something. She won't do it.
I also assumed that it was him letting out little squeaky farts because I couldn't quite hear it.
Yeah, probably. I can see that.
Dang cat.
Oh.
All right, let me put my headphones back on.
All right.
Behave. Say something.
What? Why am I speaking?
I don't know. I think we're cats now.
Meow.
Meow.
You know, like meow.
All right, Zoom. How's your week been? I don't know if I heard it or not.
Nobody ever asked.
Okay. All right. We'll keep it that way. Anyway, going on to the topic.
Wow. Okay. I wanted to tell you I got a measuring tape, and now I get to build a wall.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Bro's playing Minecraft.
Minecraft.
I thought I was. Yeah.
Or I guess Valheim, I think, because that's the more popular one right now.
Yeah, there's a new update to it. First of all, no, Minecraft's still more popular. Sorry to break it to you.
Oh yeah.
My fault.
But yeah, I get to build a wall.
Nice. Build a wall. That sounds like fun.
That's to divide your new room in half or something like that.
Not in half, but yeah, I'm gonna cut off a corner for computer space.
Hey, let's go. I bet.
That sounds exciting.
All right,
that sounds cool. Fun.
Yeah.
All right. So so our topic again today is just going to be continuing on talking about, like, I guess would be with like old games, nostalgia, and mechanics, and pretty much what me and Rabbit were.
New generations are getting to experience nostalgia due to indie devs and stuff.
Yeah, indie games have been on fire for the past couple of years. And I love it. I love it. Need more indie developers, indie games, because these AAA titles are just been a joke after a joke.
That's kind of why indies have been coming to the forefront, I think.
Yeah.
Because big devs have been really dropping the ball.
Yep. Wholeheartedly agree.
Looking at you, Blizzard.
They're too focused
on Blizzard of all groups.
I don't know. I just hate Blizzard.
I do too. I get it. I appreciate the hate, but
it feels like they were the biggest fallout, because like EA, while they were probably one of the first to fall out, and same with Activision, it felt natural that they did. But with Blizzard, it felt like a betrayal almost for most people.
To be fair, it's Activision Blizzard.
Betrayal.
Well, Blizzard fell after Activision acquired them, yes. But that's the point that I'm making, is that it felt like a betrayal that Blizzard ended up falling the way they did.
Yeah.
With a lot of their loss of understanding.
I think Ubisoft also shit the bed really bad.
Oh,
Ubisoft is
crashed hard.
Heavy offender. I was gonna say The Sims, but I'm like, that's EA too. We just talked about that.
Yeah, that's EA. BioWare, which is also EA, did really bad. What was the Bethesda was doing pretty bad. The Oblivion release gave a little bit of good faith, but from my understanding, that was more a Microsoft decision than a Bethesda decision.
Yep, that was on Microsoft. Yeah. Which shocked me when I found that out. I thought it was going to be like, because Bethesda was working on it for a while, right? But they actually didn't want to release it. But Microsoft was like, "Hey, yo, bitches, release that shit. Do it now." They're like, "Okay."
My biggest thing with that is I'm very glad that they didn't shut down the Skyrim remake of it.
Oh, the Skyblivion mod or whatever. Yeah, me too. I'm happy they didn't shut that down.
The fact that they didn't do that is actually a big check mark to me.
Big W right there by Bethesda.
In fact, they did almost the opposite while providing new copies of the remake to them, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, to the dev team of Skyblivion. That was really cool. As much as I hate Todd Howard, though, for that son of a bitch releasing Skyrim for the 47th time, I enjoy Elder Scroll games. So
I'm just glad they re-released a different game.
Yes, exactly. Oblivion's my absolute fucking favorite. I played that way more than I did Skyrim. Skyrim, I maybe have beaten it 2 or 3 times. Oblivion, I cannot count how many times that I started a new game, did a whole ass playthrough, get all the quests done, do all that shit done, and just do it again. Like, I genuinely enjoyed playing that game compared to Skyrim.
I restarted it a bunch, but I honestly restarted Morrowind more.
Yeah,
I never got anywhere in either of them, really.
Morrowind's also a great game. I can't wait if they ever plan on doing it. You know, Morrowind remake would be cool.
I have a feeling they're not going to redo Morrowind purely because of the, at this point, really, really outdated mechanics within it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's very true.
If they did bring it back, they would have to do a remake associated with the new mechanics.
Yeah, which would kind of defeat the purpose of remaking it, in my opinion.
Actually, Rabbids PNG is technically a remake.
Technically, it's a redesign.
It's a remaster.
A remaster, yes, upgraded. I've got little lapels and everything.
Also, the way your character talks, or at least the one in your videos, Rabbit, it looks like you have like pointy fucking canines, like a vampire.
Yeah, I mean, I actually have those very pointed canines in my mouth, so it's very accurate.
Oh, so you're a vampire. Got it.
Vampire have the canines? No, it wasn't the canines. It was the two next to the front teeth.
Okay, so I'm gonna say alternative vampire and bring a clove of garlic.
Vampires have always been canines. What?
Have they? I thought they were the two teeth that were next to the two front teeth. I have
never thought that personally.
I thought it was canines. So
but
I don't know mistaken. Though. I'm not a vampire junkie, so I wouldn't know.
If I'm wrong, it's obvious that I'm not a vampire junkie either.
Yeah, I'm not.
All right, I'm
Speaking of vampires,
still gonna bring my glove of garlic with me though. So
I love garlic.
He's a vampire. He's
immune. It thins the
immune.
blood.
I'm just kidding.
It thins the blood.
Wild. Absolutely fucking wild. Fucking mental, bro.
I still remember that conspiracy theory. It's like, no, vampires only propagate that they hate garlic. It's actually, they really love it, and it seasons the blood because it acts like a blood thinner.
Seasons the blood is wild.
Yeah. It makes it easier to suck the blood out.
So he is all right, Sum. So we gotta have an intervention here. We gotta stop Rabbit.
Why do we have to stop Rabbit?
Because he's propagating more, or he's procreating more vampires if we let him live.
Is he? We gotta go vampires.
We gotta go Van Helsing on his ass.
Are you having sex with the vampires, Rabbit?
No, I'm not having sex with the vampires.
Because that's necrophilia, and that's not okay.
Yeah, it really is. That's actually scary.
I want to be Hugh Jackman. Can I be Hugh Jackman from Van Helsing? Great movie, by the way.
You can be huge jacked man.
All right, that's cool with me.
He's really small.
But yeah, Sim, to kind of answer your question of why I brought Blizzard up of all game developers is because I mean, we can make this the topic of this discussion because I know it's right now. It's the whole pirate software shit about stop killing games. That's why I brought up Blizzard. I've been kind of like reading about it, watching videos about that. The whole not understanding the purpose of stop killing games and just going on with it. Like, you know, that's why I brought up Blizzard.
I'm so in love with people starting to hate pirate software because when he first popped off with like all of his shorts and stuff, and it was just like him making the short going, I was like, yeah, the reason you're seeing this is because I figured out how to game the fucking algorithm. And I was just like, I really don't like this guy. I don't like it one bit.
He is a very what's the word I'm looking for? Arrogant person.
Yeah.
He's arrogant. He's very
a lot of people really, really loved him. And I just felt like I was one of very few people who despised him. From the get-go.
I had no opinion of him. When I started seeing his shorts, I was like, why the fuck's this dude popping on my For You page or my fucking recommendations or whatever?
Well, yeah, I had that same thing. And I was just like, wow, I really hate that he's showing up because he kind of sucks.
Yeah, I didn't have any issue with him. Like I said, it's just I started to have an issue with. Found out he could not take any. Yeah,
he was cutting in and out, or is that just me?
Yeah, he was. It was Discord in general.
Oh yeah,
but I feel vindicated.
Hold on.
In hating him.
All right.
Finally, like I feel like I was doing right to hate him with how he has especially doubled down on being a piss baby in the past year.
So
also, did you know he works at Blizzard?
Did you know his dad also works at Blizzard?
Didn't his dad
Did you know
used
that he
to?
was a Nepo hire with no
Oh, my
skill?
fault.
and
Used to.
Yeah,
my fault.
used to. It's all past tense.
My fault.
I can't say he was a Nepo hire. He probably had some talent to warrant his position in the company.
I do think he's very educated on that stuff. Like he knows a lot on that.
I don't think he does. I think he knows enough to bullshit.
That may be true. I just don't know. I don't know him personally, so I wouldn't know. I'm just going off of what I've seen again from my lack of understanding that. So.
For clarification, he may know more than he seems to let on, but yeah, from what I have seen of him, he knows enough to bullshit through. Okay. I don't think he knows as much as he is pretending to.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or is trying to seem like he does. I
have no education on that, so I can't say. I'm just going off of what I've seen with him. So yeah. Okay.
In my opinion, Pirate Software.
Invalid.
Yes, it is very invalid. But Pirate Software, when he first appeared on my my timeline, it's very very similar to you guys. I was like, "Who the hell is this?" But
Okay, sorry, Rabbit, that was mean.
First of all, we met each other before you ever saw me on your timeline. Thank you very much.
Okay, sorry, Rabbit. Continue. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. That was really mean, Rabbit. Continue.
So, hold on one moment.
Okay. I feel like a dick. So
I just blatantly ignored what the hell he meant by his sentence. Don't feel too bad. I intentionally misconstrued what he fucking meant.
I literally said invalid. As soon as he said my opinion, invalid.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, continue, Rabbit, please.
Hi.
No,
sorry about that. I had to.
Oh, you're good.
Talk to my dad.
That's all good, man.
So when it came to Pirate Software, a lot of the stuff that he was saying made a lot of sense. I was very indifferent to the guy. And anytime he gave advice, I looked into it. Especially when it came to technical stuff, it's like, okay, yeah, that checks out. And then some of the shorts were funny jokes, but I never watched his live streams. I ultimately didn't care about it. And then World of Warcraft Fangs, what was it? Fangs only?
Only Fangs.
Only Fangs, that was it. Situation happened, and yeah, I did not like the way he handled it. I listened to him talk to Dr. K about it, and it's like, yeah, I get why he did what he did, but he's still not in the right with it when it comes to how he reacted.
Did you see the other things regarding WoW that he's done?
No. What are they?
Probably not.
Okay, so one really sticks in my mind. He was doing a 5-man raid. I don't think this was OnlyFangs. It might have been, not 100% sure, but it was him, another mage, and then the rest of the party. But the entire time he spent shit talking the mage as if he wasn't there. This would be fine. Like, you know what, shit talk the other mage in your party if he's not pulling his weight. This is the first time the other person is playing mage, doesn't know like
that's
that much about WoW, and one of the things Pirate kept saying is, "Wow, if only we had another mage casting whatever the spell was, a spell that lasts 30 minutes, 30, and it had been less than 10 minutes since the last cast." And he was bitching that this other person didn't cast it, and he had to do it. And it's like, brother, it wasn't even anywhere near wearing off.
Yeah.
Like, he spent like 5 minutes-ish. I almost said 15. I almost over-exaggerated there. He spent like 5 minutes going off about this. While the other mage was in the voice channel with him, talking to the rest of the party as if the other mage just straight up didn't exist.
Right. Yeah.
And whenever the other mage would say, "Hey, if I do, like, is this a good thing? Like, is this a good thing to do?" He would just kind of talk over him. And say, it's like, fucked. "Hey, if we did," like the one mage would say, "Hey, if we did this, this, and this, we could handle the next group of enemies." And Pirate would just go, "Hey, we should do," like, as he's saying this, he would just talk over him saying, "Hey, we should do this for the next group of enemies." And it's just like, Jesus Christ, Pirate.
Yeah,
if it was a bit, that's a pretty shit bit, but at the same time,
it was not a bit. And even if it was a bit requires the other party to be, involved.
Right. That's why I'm saying it was a pretty shit bit. If it was a bit.
Based on the video evidence, that man was getting fucking pissed at Pirate.
I don't blame him.
Also streaming.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's the whole Ashes of I think it was Ashes of Creation, the other MMO that Pirate did.
Yep. Yeah, he's had his other controversies there too. Yeah.
Yeah, got pissed at being out tagged by another clan, caused an all-out war, then abandoned the game because he was fucking dying over and over, leaving his guild to either, just like give up the game or just leave the guild. Because, the other guild was just massacring them at all times because, he just got really pissed. He's like, we're going to wipe you off the face of the fucking server if you keep this shit up. And then the one who said that ended up getting his guild just fucking destroyed, absolutely, being Pirate, to be clear here.
Right.
Like, he ruined the game for a lot of people and then just kind of dipped casually. And then he also actively wiped a raid at one point and blamed everybody but himself. That was another controversy on that one.
Well, that was
a dick, man.
That was Ashes of Creation again still.
Oh, was that Ashes of Creation? Okay. I thought that was the only
he pulled an enemy that wiped half the raid.
Wait, that's an MMO?
Yeah. I think it was Ashes of Creation.
Stupid.
But he pulled an enemy that wiped half the raid and said it was because half the party was none of the party should have been behind me. It's because they were out of position. It's like, no, it's because you pulled an enemy that insta killed them. Like you attacked an enemy and pulled it that caused this. This is actively very much your fault.
Yeah, I think the big issue I have with Pirate Software, especially with the whole stop killing games issue, is that his lack of ability to apologize or retract things that he said, or to take accountability, I guess, is my biggest skip with him. And I watched him and Dr. K's most recent stream, and Dr. K didn't really call him a narcissist, but I think he said he has like a parasocial issue, and he also has an issue with claiming to be too logical.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, the one he
claimed to be too logical.
Well, to the point of saying like he doesn't look at it or look at things in a very empathic way. He always looks at it in a very logical way. And when you come off when you're way too logical, obviously you lack that empath aspect of conversation or with communication.
Then I'm going to ask you a question after this. Then why the hell did he falsely DMCA a Steam game?
Well, yeah, no, this I don't think this is talking about that. More so.
No. It's just if he's acting largely on logic, why did he do that?
Oh,
I mean, not necessarily. Okay, so the conversation at hand with Dr. K wasn't that he's too logical thinking in terms of everything he does. It's that he's too logical thinking in terms of conversing with other people and dealing with other people.
Okay, yeah. That makes a lot more sense. And also,
yeah, it wasn't in anything in particular that he did. It's more of like his way of conversating is what I was trying to get. It was what Dr. K was trying to addressing, right? Or whenever like he says certain things a certain way, and it's funny because Dr. K even said like he's like it's something about the way that you speak. It's the way that you continue your sentences, the way you say your words. It comes off this way, even though you're not meaning it that way. And even Pirate Software has admitted, like he admitted, like, yeah, he's like, I can see that. I totally understand that. But the problem is, though, he didn't really, out of watching the whole stream, right, the whole hour or whatever 45-minute thing. Mm-hmm. I think what I found interesting, though, at the entire time, he never addressed or even acknowledged, like, hey, I need to work on this. He never once said that the entire stream. And I think that's a problem. Like, even though when Dr. K had pointed it out, he did not even say for a moment, like, hey, I need to work on this. Or, yes, I agree. I should probably change this because it does. Because but it's funny, though. He even admits, he's like, I see that. He knows he is that way. But the fact that he refuses to work on it is a problem in and of itself.
Just because
even if Dr. K
sees a problem doesn't mean they want to fix it.
Oh yeah, but I know, but like what Dr. K was trying to push him to say that, but I'm sure he was trying to get him to say something like that because he didn't want to tell him himself, right? He's like, I don't think I saw Dr. K tell him like, hey, you need to work on this, right? He never once said that, but I think
It's
the way
because
Dr.
it's
K was
not
going for
because the stream is not there for him to diagnose and or try to
right,
prescribe things that he should or shouldn't do. It's more a conversing point to get other people to see what's going on. Because
yeah,
I will say, as much as I don't like what some people say, I think it's healthy and good that they're out in the public showing how bad that they can be, and it showcases to others that this is what you shouldn't be doing, and just shutting them down and
yeah,
canceling them for something that's not illegal, it's just dickish, is not the right way to go about it. If they're being dicks, they need to be seen as being dicks. And
yeah.
honestly, Pirate Software is not very empathetic. In fact, now I'm gonna switch this over to the Stop Killing Games thing that this is going towards, at least how the
Okay.
conversation started. He's twisted the
Yep.
actual meaning
Purpose for
of
SKG.
yes, the actual purpose of the SKG, and that is what the biggest issue is. So this is no longer a I'm not thinking logically when dealing with another person. This reeks of high emotional hit bird kind of mentality when he's going about it, because after misrepresenting it and then being called out for misrepresenting it, he doubles or triples down on his misrepresentation of the movement. And it's like you're thinking the movement is in one way, and you're trying to address a point that, yes, is a very valid point if that was the conversation topic, but you're on page 59. We're over here on page 1 talking about
Yep.
page 1. And your conversation topic has nothing to do. Well, actually, you're not just on page 59. You're on page 59 in a separate book. It's like we're not talking about that. We're talking about page
Yep.
1 here in this book. And you're making up things that don't exist in the conversation topic, and then your fan base is following through with discrediting the SKG, the Stop Killing Games movement, with that topic in mind, when that topic has nothing to do with it. It's like, oh, they only are talking about single player stuff. It's like, no, they're not only talking about single player stuff. They want games to be in a state that is available to be used, not a playable state for only single player, like taking an MMO like Final Fantasy 14 or World of Warcraft and turning it to a single player game. That's not the
Right.
topic. The
Right.
topic is we want that to be playable for if the owners of those games shut down the servers, you could still treat it like a Minecraft game. Set up your own server in your house or on your own machine and play with your
Right.
friends if you want to. That's what is ultimately the point of Stop Killing Games is supposed to be. Because right now, games, yes, as a free-to-play game or as a subscription-based service game, if the owner of said game decides, I'm going to shut it down, they're just going to shut it down and no one can play it ever again. The game is now bricked. And it's very similar to what Stop Killing Games really wants to happen is like what Marvel's Avengers did.
Mhm.
For any lack of a better term, the game, you could say it's a bad game, you could say it's a good game. I don't care of how good or bad that game is. But when they ended the service of the game, the last update was to allow people to be able to play with friends still for a client to client connection.
Right.
That's what Stop Killing Games effectively would like to have happen.
It's like, I mean, yeah, I was just gonna repeat what you said, but that's a great example. The fact that you can't really enjoy everything about that game because they shut down, the quote unquote live version of it, live service of it. That's, I think, is what they're trying to stop, right?
Yeah. So for example, RuneScape. We'll say RuneScape is a good example.
RuneScape.
If they decided to shut down the servers of RuneScape, you could load it in
I'm
on
gonna
your.
cry.
You could open up the client, but you won't be able to play a game. It's effectively a brick game. Or Team Fortress 2. You can't
Yeah.
really play that
Yeah.
unless they give you the client side capability to.
I was going to use Destiny.
Destiny's a great
Destiny's a
example
great
too.
example.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
the amount of content that they removed. So
Yeah,
people
and
that are new.
That's how companies, I feel, are going to get around the whole stop killing games thing. Doing what Counter-Strike and Overwatch did and just relabeling the same game as 2.
Probably, yeah. But in terms of Destiny 2, they had content at the beginning.
Oh my
So
God.
for
I'm
new
pissed
player
at what happened with
experiences,
Destiny.
yeah,
Well,
new
Destiny
player
2.
experience today is vastly different than what new player experience is before, and it's not necessarily because the tutorial's different. The tutorial's still the same, but when you get into the lobby, half the content leading to what's currently happening in the game is just gone. You can't experience it anymore.
I'm going to be honest, I don't
Yeah.
even think the initial Destiny 2 story is there anymore.
Probably not. The beginnings of it, yeah.
Yeah. It's scary how much has been lost, and I hate it. I really liked Destiny 2. Up until they cut content, I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty fun. And then they cut content, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah, it kind of just kills the I mean, again, it's like in the basis in the big scheme of everything, it doesn't really mean much. But when you work on something for so long, or you have a lot of dedication to a certain thing, and then all of a sudden you can't access that anymore, yeah, it's kind of fucked. And there's nothing you can do about it, you know.
Yeah.
But it I I really I guess back to Pirate Software, I am just very surprised of how because I watched his take on it, right, and then I watched the creator. Was it the creator or the author of Stop Killing
Ross,
Games or the
yeah.
owner or whatever? Yeah, Ross.
Cursed
I
Farms
watched
Ross.
his video. Yeah, I watched his. No idea what SKG was until the whole Pirate Software thing. So whenever I saw that, I'm like, okay, maybe I should educate myself on what more SKG is. But then I'm like, lo and behold, the Ross guy made a video on his response, and it's like, okay, I could just learn from him, the guy who kind of made the whole thing. And then he went over everything wrong with Pirate Software's take on it. It's like, dude, how, what? Even on the front page, I think one of you mentioned it already. The front page literally said of what the purpose of the whole thing was, and he didn't even read the front page. You could tell, the way Pirate Software was explaining it. It's like, dude, how do you mess that up? Everything is on the front page of the website of exactly what they're doing, yet you still double down even afterwards. He is not apologizing.
I'm gonna be honest.
Is just wild thing with me.
I don't think Pirate Software either read it before his initial take.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Or
I agree.
he intentionally, very intentionally, is misrepresenting it.
He's grifting.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I don't think he's grifting because that's to say something you don't believe in. I think he's purposefully twisting the truth, though. He's lying for the sake of whatever projects he has for personal projects. I mean, I've heard some theories about it where he's working on some live service games for off-brand games, I think it was. So there's a good chance that part of his intentions, and this is all speculation, mind you, this is 100% speculation. The part of his intentions are in line with self-serving situations, and that's why he would be purposefully stating things that are misrepresentative of what the actual intent of the movement is, that benefit his own needs. So there's that aspect of it that might not necessarily need to be overlooked. But I don't know for sure what the ultimate thing is. The biggest issue is that he is misrepresenting it, and he is shutting down anyone trying to dissuade him or talk to him. Because I heard the follow-up with Penguin Zero, Moist Critical, and Pirate Software's talk between each other.
Rabbit dying.
Yeah, Rabbit's dying.
Uh-oh.
Rabbit, no.
Uh-oh. Am I actually dying?
Rabbit.
You
Now
are.
you're back.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
back
Good
okay.
now.
game.
Hi.
Continue.
But I listened to the follow-up between Moist Critical and Pirate Software. That video that was talking about how he and Pirate Software talked for like hours with each other. And it was just going in circles. Like Pirate Software would not let go of his own idea of what SKG actually was, even though that wasn't the case. And it's just like, okay, he's just dead set on having that as the narrative of what SKG is. And regardless of if his thought process is SKG is doing this, which will lead to this, this, and this to occur, which ultimately has this end result to happen. So it should say this. That's irrespective of the actual situation for SKG. SKG is one movement. You're jumping to Pirate Software is potentially jumping to a jump in conclusion or maliciously doing so for his own purposes to try and sabotage the idea of SKG, which is sad in its own right, but at the same time, it's just showing his own arrogance on the matter, which is annoying to say the least.
Yep. And kind of upsetting, because this could have been just avoided had he just come out and say, "I'm sorry, I messed up, I was misinformed. This is what after speaking with the guy at Ross or whatever, or checking on everything and the facts. Let me retract everything, and here's what SKG is really about." But he's not. He's never going to do that.
Yeah.
No, he's going to actively make sure people don't he's going to drive people away from SKG.
Yeah, he's even stated as such. Now,
well, that's why I'm saying that, Rabbit.
Right. Now, I will say, out of the 100 points of misrepresentation that he's done, at least one of the I'm gonna give a good side with all the bad that's been presented. At least he's retracted at least one statement, which was his insult towards Ross, at the very least. So he apologized for that, but that's a small drop in the bucket compared to everything else that he's done to the movement so far. Yeah. So it's like, okay, he called him a used car salesman tactic kind of guy, and he's realizing that was the wrong approach to his initial statement where he's telling Ross to basically eat his own ass. Whatever.
I mean, there's not basically about that. He literally said that.
Yeah, exactly.
His own comeuppance.
So he at least apologized for that. So, but like I said, that's a small drop in the bucket of that's good for the sheer amount of bad he's done with the thing, and he's currently acting in bad faith. It seems like.
Yes, there's been 10 months where somebody could have said something to go against what I said about this,
and there has been so many people.
Yeah,
in that 10 months,
he has just ignored them.
Yeah, it's just like, oh god.
He's got his head so far up his ass, he's not in his ass anymore.
Yeah. Now, does this mean, and I will say, and does this mean I am going to be completely not looking at Pirate Software shorts anymore? No, I'll probably still watch some of his shorts because
I love the drama he spawns. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the shorts that he has are kind of funny from time to time. So I'll still enjoy the content, but the person behind it, I went from neutral to just being weary of them.
I have never liked the man.
I can safely say I've never liked the man either.
But you like his content at least. Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like when his chat trolls him.
I like when he gets angry and calls somebody a shit stirrer and bans them when they're right.
Oh god.
So I'm just like seeing the chaos unfold. That's
Yeah, no,
basically
I
what I'm getting.
genuinely, this man's has spawned the most entertaining dramas to me, and it's just
Fair.
very fun.
Yeah,
Fair.
that is
Fair.
fair.
Like the whole, like I brought up the DMCA, falsely DMCAing a game.
I don't know that one, honestly.
So a game developer, I can't remember the name of the game,
Hold on,
sadly.
I'll be right back. Give me one. Y'all continue. Be right back.
Okay.
He has an idle game of some kind. Like it's a really small idle game. He made a cockroach skin with a wizard hat in reference to the whole OnlyFangs drama. You know,
Okay.
him roaching out. He made a post on Reddit about making an update to his game to include pirate software. I don't think he said pirate software. I think he said like a certain streamer. It used voice clips from pirate software, which is where the DMCA came from. Which, if it were legitimate, totally fair. He pirate software DMCA'd the game on Steam for this, for using his voice. Which, if the game
Okay.
on Steam had his voice in it, this would be fine.
Did it not?
It did not. That was in reverence for the person who made it, he may have fully intended to update the game to have his voice lines in it, but he never did. His statement was, I meant this only as a joke. I was going to replace the voice lines. Like he was just going to make his own rather than actually use pirate software because, that would be scummy regardless.
Hold on. So does that mean that he actually had the pirate software's voice in it, and he was intending to change it later?
He had he had the voice lines in his personal build on his personal computer, not in any Steam build,
Okay.
not in any online build, only on his his development build on his computer. And therein lies the problem with it being a false DMCA, because pirate software got a game taken off of Steam temporarily for something that was not in it.
I see. Yeah, that's for someone that, like I said, when it comes to conversations, he might be too logical of a thinker when it comes to talking with someone else, but he is a very emotional person when it comes to other things.
And I'm going to say something on the whole logical thing. He's not logical. He is logical, but he's not. He is logical in the manipulative way. And I don't mean he's a manipulative person. He is someone that takes into account other people's emotions and the ways to interact with them in a way that, gets him the best result. A lot of the times his best result is being an asshole, but it is the least problematic to him result.
Yeah. And
i.e., it wasn't me that did that. It's not my fault. If you had done this differently, things could have been different. It's not had I done something different. It's yeah. It's logical. It's the illogical kind of logic.
Right. I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to shit on you.
I think more so in the logical aspect. I don't think he is logical in the I guess in the normal sense. I think more so he comes off as logical to what he believes to be logical. I think is problem he has, right? And again, like I don't know him at all. I'm not at all, but I don't know him that much. So it seems like you have more of an
my grasp is only the grasp of what he puts publicly.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but
like
yeah.
I don't know him as a person. I know him as a content creator.
Okay.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, yeah, I don't know if he actually knows what he's talking about most of the time, but I think you're right in a sense that he can come off or kind of showcase that he acts like he speaks like he knows more than he really does. Mm-hmm. And I agree with that, Sim.
Yes.
With what you said earlier. And it's a type of I really am trying to avoid saying the word narcissist because I do believe that word has been so loosely thrown about. Like anytime someone showcases any type of like self ego or self gaining momentum to themselves. People call them a narcissist. I don't think that's true. I think we need to really be careful of tossing that word around because, as again, like I think people have just gotten too comfortable calling people that just because if they showcase one or two symptoms. And Dr. K even said the same thing, right? Like narcissists, they do exist, but I don't think they exist as much as commonly as most people are kind of just saying that word like out about. But I don't think Pirate Software is narcissistic. I do think he's he's deluded himself into believing what he does and says to be absolute truth. And he kind of I this wasn't mentioned in the podcast, but this is my personal take. He says he's made a community of open-minded individuals to talk about tough topics, but I really think he's inadvertently made his own echo chamber. Because if you talk to a lot of his supporters, and I think this comes across with every other creator out there, but my whole stiff with it is that he says that it's not an echo chamber. He says it's not a group of people that just follow what he says. But if you go to his Discord, if you go to any like of his community or whatever, they will all blindly follow him and believe he's right, even though he's objectively wrong.
So a note on that, you mentioned it's the case with a lot of content creators. That's just going to be how content creators work. If you are building a community of people to follow you, they are going to people who either follow you blindly or people who just wholeheartedly agree with you regardless.
Well, yeah, and
you are going to have very, very few dissenters.
Right. And I'm not saying that that's not true. I'm just saying that he goes about saying like, oh, I've made a community of logical, you know what I mean? He says he doesn't make that.
My point there was that what you can never have that.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
You can never have what he says he has.
Now I will say in what George is saying in terms of using the term narcissism probably doesn't fit Pirate Software necessarily. Right. Now, he is heavily ego driven, like the vast majority of good content creators out there. Good is subjective. Successful content creators out there. I'll put that there. Successful content creators out there. Once I'm successful, then I'll have my own ego.
Well, I can't wait to have an ego. I think I already have too much of one. I think I already have too much of an ego personally. But
no, you don't, Zoom. Stop saying that.
Oh, you don't know enough about me then.
All right,
George has only been watching at the very moments that you're not ego driven.
Yeah, I know. Right? Every time I lurk, it's like, oh, this guy seems like a pretty cool, stable guy. That's awesome.
Yeah. But with that in mind, because he has such a high ego, if anything ends up hitting him in that ego, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Is the easiest way I could put it. Anyone that has that high level of ego. I mean, there are plenty of other people like the easiest ones I could think of that are just as big, if not bigger, that could easily have that level of ego. Asmongold, Tectone, they have been hit so far down from other people that I don't think that their level of ego is as bad as someone like Pirate Software's ego would be, who hasn't been challenged as hard until the SKJ movement, as SKG games. Yeah.
SKG.
Yeah.
The G SKG is in giraffe.
Yes, like in GIF or GIF.
I will kick your ass.
I did that specifically to get people mad.
I'm gonna fight Rabbit.
I will kick your ass if you bring up peanut butter again, man.
It's pronounced jive, you insignificant peasant.
No, that's the thing you spread peanut butter with.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
I'm gonna go get some jive.
Yeah, a couple of chives.
Got you, Brody. I got you. Anyway, Rabbit, you're saying.
So that is ultimately what I was thinking. It's more high level of ego with very little pushback against them leads to a higher success, high ego, very little pushback. Any pushback after that, they're gonna crash out in some way or other. In this case, Pirate Software, anytime he ends up getting a DM to say, hey, check out Moist Critical's take, or check out this other person's take, or whatever, he immediately shuts down the person, throws them out, and in fact, I think he's banning people. I could be wrong on that one.
Dude, he probably is. I'm not gonna lie.
He probably. I mean, yeah.
I'm not going to state for a fact because I don't know, but
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
He has a very much a hit bird situation, and it doesn't help that he's been in multiple of these situations in a row. I mean, it's only been the past, 3-4 months that the OnlyFans thing happened and other controversies surrounding Pirate Software has occurred almost simultaneously. So, on top of all that, whatever ego-driven situation that he's in is just, he's been broken down pretty hard. So, I would expect still more crash outs to occur soon. You know?
Crash outs.
Crash outs, yeah. I would not be surprised if another video pops up with Pirate Software's name in people's mouths on how bad he is at this. I mean, he had a whole controversy with Outer Wilds, regardless of how true it is or not. I think it was dealing with him cheating
what did he
on
do?
a puzzle
Outer Wilds
or something.
What?
Oh yeah. He allegedly cheated on Outer Wilds, and then is it Animal Well that was the puzzle game?
Animal Well.
He allegedly cheated on both of those as puzzles. I say allegedly cheated because there's no actual tangible proof on it, but it is alleged that he was looking up walkthroughs for certain puzzles.
Yeah, and given his history on puzzle games and stuff, the likelihood that's the case is not high. It's very low likelihood, but the accusations are out there, and it's just another accusation, another controversy onto the pile of Pirate Software, which is probably negatively impacting his mental state. So like I said, there's probably going to be another controversy involving his name later. That's going to be a major one, and he's going to be crashing out about it again. So we'll see.
And it's going to be fun to watch. Anyway, if you need information on this, I will be able to supply you next time.
Some has been keeping an eye on the Pirate Software situation.
I don't know why, but Pirate Software, I do like internet drama. Do not get me wrong. Pirate Software has just been a nice little mine for drama. It's been quite nice to not have to look elsewhere for it.
That's true. And that's why we like looking. I like internet drama as well. I mean, I watch all these. What's the term that's being used for them again? Slop tubers. That's right. Slop.
Oh,
tubers.
slop. Yeah.
So I'm enjoying a lot of that content. Effectively, it's just low quality, low effort kind of content that yields high results because, well, people love gossip.
Yeah, they like the drama, dude. People are naturally, I think, human beings are just drawn to that shit.
Yep.
And I hate it so much.
Well, it's what makes a good story. You're gonna have the build up to it, the antagonist versus the protagonist. You're gonna have the climax of the battle, and then the end result that will either be dissatisfying or satisfying.
On these notes, Pirate Software is absolutely somebody I would like to get in a call with at some point.
I would love to.
I want to speak to this man. I don't want to hate on him. I just want to speak with him.
I'm just gonna talk to him. Just gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna talk to him. He's loading his shotgun. I'm just gonna talk to him.
Know.
It's literally Soam right now. He's Peter Griffin. I'm just gonna talk to him. Just gonna talk to him.
I'm actually just gonna talk to him.
Yeah. I hate him or love him. I mean, he seems like a really nice guy all the same.
At the end of the day, I just want to talk to him. I'm just going to talk to him.
I was going to beef with him. It's gonna be funny.
That's terrifying to think about.
I will have invented teleportation, wormhole technology, actually, not teleportation, specifically to reach through his fucking computer screen and beat his head off of his desk.
That's funny.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Of course, I would never
Wild.
actually do that with wormhole technology. I would actually just, use it to get stuff from the fridge.
I mean, yeah, that's a very good, valid use of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, like, yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think Pirate Software is going to continue doing his own thing. I don't think he really cares what people think. Which I have to give kudos to, because I mean, especially in his position, it's really easy to just to fall about to people's opinions and whatever. But oh man, does it look bad though? Damn.
Yep. Yeah, it does look bad. I will say, apologies are only surface level.
Yes.
If you can change your content to show that you will be better. So there's two ways to go about it. If you do apologize, it needs to be something worth apologizing for. And
Yes.
if you do apologize, you need to act upon the changes of what you're going to do. Don't stop making content. Just continue to make content. But if you're apologizing, make sure to make changes to yourself. Now, the other way to go about it is
no. Pirate Software needs to stop making content, just like Moist Critical does.
Well, then you'll lose your drama fix for the time being.
Okay, and?
Okay, well, there you have it.
There you
But
go.
the other way to go about it is completely ignore the situation. Just continue to make the content. And if people are mad at you for what you've done, well, then own up to it. Easy as that.
Listen. Somebody's mad at you for something and you feel you didn't do anything wrong, shut the fuck up and move on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Don't defend yourself. Just keep going.
I try to make Soom cry, but I fail at that because, he's
because I don't have tear ducts.
Yeah, he's also a fucking son of a bitch, so I'll never apologize for that.
Okay. Why would I apologize for being awesome?
Hey, see, there you go. I give up. I've given up on making him cry. This doesn't work.
He doesn't understand me. Easiest way to make me cry is to say no.
All right, I think, Rabbit, are we at time?
No.
We've got like 3 minutes.
Okay, we'll end it here. All right, I guess that'll be it for now. Next week, we're gonna discuss, should bullying come back in 2025?
We already discussed this, and the answer is yes.
I'm gonna do it again. Fuck you, Soom. I feel like we should bring bullying back.
I'm pretty sure I actually straight up we discussed this not too long ago.
We're doing it again because I believe bullying should come back because the world is too soft nowadays. People are getting away with saying stupid shit. We should bully them again, in my opinion.
Never should have stopped.
Exactly. Never should have stopped.
Shaming is a good tool. I will say that. Shaming is a good tool.
Yeah.
It builds character, man, and people don't have character anymore.
Well,
I mean,
it also
look at Somebunny.
lessons.
Look at Rabbit. Look at Ark. Look at Jug. No character whatsoever.
The thing with it is, Rabbit's right. It teaches lesson both to the shamer and the shamee.
People need to bully me more. God damn.
Okay, but why would we bully you? You won it. You clearly won it.
Well, okay. You get enough of it from Wolf, in my perspective.
Honestly, Wolf does a great job.
That's not bullying. That's just fucking making me uncomfortable. Like I make you uncomfortable, Rabbit.
What do you think bullying does?
Do I bully anyone?
Yes, you bully everyone you talk to. What are you talking about, Sim?
Do I?
I've gotten used to your bullying. Doesn't really affect me.
I think it's primarily George, honestly.
I'm gonna touch you, Rabbit.
Can I watch?
Okay. All right. With that note, you guys have a great week. We'll see you guys next week. My name is George 2D, joined by Rabbit Hat Plays and Somebunny. Our links are in the description. If you want to check us out streaming, making videos, yada yada. You'll have a great day and a great week. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Goodbye.
I guess that's there.